Hello, my name is Frank, and I created My Own Net Worth, a simple app designed for the middle class. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, this app is for you. First, I want to start off by thanking everyone who's already signed up for My Own Net Worth. We're getting closer to starting the Pay Your Bill program. Some people have asked me, so what's the difference between My Own Net Worth and, say, Rocket Money? Well, let's take a look.
The history, Rocket Money started with a total of $83.9 million of outside investor capital to start the app. Rocket Money was sold to Rocket companies for approximately $1.3 billion. My Own Net Worth has no outside investors. For this reason, we do not have to give our investors a 2x, 3x, or whatever they'd like in return. Instead, you have the option now. We're going to share the profits with everyone who signs up for the $149.99 subscription, and we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's go ahead and look at pricing. Rocket Money has a free version, but as you know, there's nothing for free. If you don't pay for the product, then you are the product. A lot more money is being made selling data than there is for the $149.99 that we charge. When you start an account at My Own Net Worth app, get silly. Make up a name like bubblegum at blank.com. And your password could be strawberry. We don't want to know who you are. At My Own Net Worth, your security and your privacy is extremely important. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, my dad received a phone call from one of his grandchildren. He said, "Grandpa, I'm up in Canada. I'm kind of in a tough situation. I need some money to get home." And he said, "Okay." He said, "Why don't you talk to your dad?" He goes, "Well, I kind of don't want him to know." And he said, "Okay." So he went to and sent him the money. So we're at Christmas table that year, and he looked over his grandson. He said, "You know, you need to tell your dad about the money I sent you." And he said, "I don't know what you're talking about, Grandpa." He said, "Well, I sent you that $4,000 to Canada so you can get home safely." He said, "Well, first of all, I was in school and I wasn't in Canada." And then after further talking about it, they realized my father was scammed. This is the scary part. They knew my dad's children's names and ages, his grandchildren's names and ages. And My Own Net Worth, that's why I have you create a silly email address. Keep yourself anonymous. We don't want anything to happen to anybody like this.
My Own Net Worth is a great product for kids because it's going to teach them how to save. They're going to put their money in, they're going to have an interest rate, and then they get to push a button on the app and they get to see what the money is going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and they're going to see how their money grows. And there's kind of an addictive nature to it. It's fun. And so maybe they may not buy that stick of candy or a piece of gum that they usually buy because they want to keep their money growing. This is a sensitive subject for me because I did not do that. I'm in my 60s now, and there's absolutely no sign of me ever retiring. But maybe we can change the tide here for the blue collar that's 20, 30, 40 years younger than me now. And they could start saving and building. And by the time they hit my age, they can actually retire. This is also a great product for parents and grandparents to give to their kids. And what I mean by that is they can give it to them, and then every year they can just renew it every Christmas, similar to what I currently do with my roadside service that I give to my kids. I gave it to them years ago, and they liked it so much, as a Christmas gift, I just renew it every year. You're going to be renewing a gift to your kids and grandkids of them learning how to grow their money and becoming financially responsible. Remember, money is freedom. Money is also an opportunity. Money is not to make yourself better than others, and money never should make it to where you look down on other people. All right, thank you. About the Pay Your Bill program. When I came out with My Own Net Worth, I said to myself, if this app takes off and does well, I'd like to share the profits with everyone who has signed up. It's that simple. So once we kind of have a little bit of debt now, and then once we get to the break-even point where it's paid off, and then we start going into the profit section, we're going to start helping people pay their bills. And So it's going to be really kind of neat. It's my way of saying thank you for making an effort and buying the app, as well as making your journey to improve your finances. So if we can help you a little bit on that journey, that would be great. How much are we going to send out? Well, it all depends on how many people sign up. After we hit our break-even point, like I said, we're just going to just share in the profits right there. The profits come in bigger, the more we share. It's that simple. Now, people need to send in their bill because we got to pay it directly. The reason why I said if I gave out money, you have to pay taxes. And so we want to help pay a bill, but we can't pay too big of a one. So we're working with the lawyers on how much a bill we can pay per person and not trigger a taxable event. We just want to help people. We don't want you to get a 1099 at the end of the year. That wouldn't be right. So how are we going to do this? You're going to give us your email address, and that's all the one that's isolated only for this account. We can cross-reference that, so I don't want to be scammed. A bunch of people saying they bought the app and take our money. So there's a little bit of a protection there. If you have a better way to pay a bill, let us know. Possibly a conference call with your utility company or something like that. We're looking for ways to help, and that's the ultimate goal that we have here at My Own Net Worth. Okay, thank you. Rocket Money is a great app and is helping a lot of people in finding their subscriptions they didn't know they had and they were paying. What a great feature. Also budgeting your money, also for helping to lower your bills and save. And they also have a credit score option. So just a wonderful app. My Own Net Worth is designed for people who want to work on having enough money to retire. Excellent for the youth, learning about their money at a young age. Want to keep your money private. Participate in Pay Your Bill program. And create financial scenarios to help you decide on your spending habits better. Both are great apps based on what your goals are and what you want to do with your money. Decide what you think best fits your needs. To finish up, I'm sure it's the same with all financial apps. My Own Net Worth is an educational software only. Please, 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 if you have any questions, please talk to a financial advisor, maybe a family member, somebody that you trust with money. These are guides. This whole software is designed to help you get going. But please talk to people that can help you on your journey as well, and make the best decisions for you now and in your future. Okay, thank you.